This is going to be a 14 lap, 14-minute sprint. They've got enough energy in the tank to go at it flat out for 14 minutes now with that little bit of a break.
Right, our cameraman needs to get off the track.
Well, that would be, goodness me, yes. We don't need that.
Yeah, our cameraman needs to be getting off the track here, guys. Oh, fucking hell. Right, so they're away.
This is a brave scenario.
Oh, so somebody wasn't in gear there. Somebody was not in gear there.
Well, we are taking, not only is John taking a risk, our cameraman Josh.
Mate, that's something that you'll never. Oh wow, that was unbelievable.
I'm going to give a little rip of applause to Josh there because he ran backwards.
Oh, he did. And it is Askew then that leads him over the thing.
Okay, so ignore the timing clock on the screen at the minute. We're going to reset that. That's all going to change. But here we go then. Game on. Askew made it obviously a clean jump. Is he going to try and gap the field? He's gained a little bit of an advantage. But Heyman will be looking to strike early on Searle here, not get held up too much. So he's going to push him to the outside.
But Askew's made a little bit of a rabbit run at the start, hasn't he? He's gone.
Yeah, because you just get, when you're the first away, I mean, you can just sort of time it that little bit better. You still got to wait for the guy who's got a bit more of an advantage. Who was that Tommy slingshot and trying to protect that inside?
Yeah. So there's Tommy at the top of the hill. Musto.
Oh, it's still on, isn't it? It's exactly like it is. It's gonna tie it up again. They're gonna give him another lap to get him back in their groove.
Askew's running ahead at the front of this one, but everybody else is there. It looks like, was that Jamie Keith coming through, trying to put a pass on Rizzy in the background? Oh, big moment there for Heyman.
This is so difficult. Well, you know, it's not. I mean, there's basically a restart, so they should be used to it. But the thing is, their heart rate would have spiked, come back down a little bit.
Yeah.
So somewhere in the middle, that's the point. They would have been still up more amped than they would have normally been for a start, for a regular start.
So Rizzy is trying to put a pass on Coleman. The rest of the riders coming through, but oh, this is crazy stuff. There's Tommy Searle then on the Dirt Store Triumph, currently in third. Musto has already started to check out on the number 100, but there is your race leader, Billy Askew. Musto in second on the AC United Gas, the 163. Then it's the 100 of Tommy Searle.
I saw Brooks turning his face away as he was getting absolutely roosted by Heyman. Heyman trying to get out of that rut that comes back onto the start straight pretty early and get into that good dirt.
So this is where Tommy got passed by Musto in the first one, and it was where Musto was shaping up to pass Billy Askew for the lead. Oh, that was nice by Billy.
That was very nice. Yeah, he was, so for a minute there, he kept hold of that. I thought the front was going to tuck, but he had confidence in himself to stay stood up all the way round.
But he'll have had a bit of a reset. Team will have had a chance to have a chat. You need to use this line here and that line there. And looks like he was fast at the beginning, but Musto was starting to close him down. 2.3 the gap at the front on the K-Tech Tower then, with 4.2 back to Searle, and more importantly, 5 seconds back to Charlie Heyman, who's getting pressure from Joe Brooks. That's the nice line up the inside that we saw Jamie Keith spin out on. Where is Jamie Keith, by the way? Let's see. Jamie Keith's in 20th, so I think he's gone down somewhere.
Well, no, remember he crashed, didn't he? So he was restart.
But did he go back that far?
I think it was 2 laps before the red flag came out. I think that's where he started from. But all again. So, just a quick reset reminder. Remember, Askew took a 6th in the opening moto. So, regardless of trying to win the overall here, the actual win the event, it's still a big ask, even if he stays out in front. So, really, you're looking at Musto, Heyman or Searle, any one of those 3, I would say.
As it stands at the minute, Jeff, by my rudimentary maths, a 2-2 will give Ben Musto 44 points, and a 1-4 will give 43 points to Charlie Heyman.
Yeah, Heyman needs to make moves on Searle.
Yes. But if...
There's no two ways about it. A 1-3 beats a 2-2.
But if Musto finds his way to the front, no matter what happens,
yeah, well, that's changed it again. Exactly that. So let's see. So, and I'm sure Ben will realise that. There's Charlie Heyman. Where's he down on your leaderboard? That's not Charlie Heyman, sorry.
Charlie Richmond.
Charlie Richmond,
I
yeah.
did
I'm
have
getting
a
two
count.
Charlies mixed up there. Apologies.
We have more Charlies in this championship than any other name.
Is that the most common name now?
It is the most common name in the British Championship across all three classes. I think there was 6 or 7. But anyway, that is, there's Glenn McCormack on the one of the Chambers KTM. He's just there in behind teammate Ian Doonson, who again did not get the best of starts in Moto 1. There's Richmond.
No, starts are suffering for Doonson.
Bartlett there on the absolute Mark McCann KTM. Taking that seat over from Davey Pooges. And Ben Edwards running in that team now. And he's been decent, going back to an MX2 bike.
Yeah, he has, yeah. And like I said, this is a track he knows well. And he's making moves, because I think Richmond... Charlie not giving it up, fighting all the way. And look at that. Meanwhile, was that Doonson coming up on the outside of them? Yeah, so good little three-way battle there.
Doonson trying to make a move, and he does need to make moves. The man on the Gabriel SS24 Factory Juniors KTM needs to get... He's second in the championship and hemorrhaging more points to Charlie Heyman by the race.
Those three are absolutely having a belter amongst themselves to a degree, and and that's just inside the top 10. Again, just showing the depth of this championship in the MX2. There he is, though. But like I said, Doonson is hemorrhaging points here to Charlie Heyman. Heyman looks to me like he is starting to again find his groove, and they started to tighten up, didn't they, before the flag came out? So right, okay, well,
yellow flag there. Who's got down?
Well, I can see it. It's at the end of the straight. It's the KTM rider. It's one of the top few.
Is that Musto?
No, I don't think. Well, I say it's not.
Whoever it is, they are back up. Not quite sure who that is. Right, we'll see when they come across the line anyway, Jeff. So
I think it was Coleman.
Oh, it's a shame for Ollie.
I don't quote me on that, but
it's a KTM.
It could be Brooks. Could be Brooks, actually.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
I think it's Brooks on the Honda. Yeah, I've suddenly, because Ollie's so tall, and when he stood up, I realised actually that's not Colmer.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's Brooks going out. There's Colmer going through now. So it is absolutely Joe Brooks that has taken a tumble here.
He will fall down the order, and he is. So it was Joe Brooks on the Nationwide Signs Honda. He had a cracking qualifying and a brilliant Moto 1, but he's taken a tumble. He's up and back and running, so he's back in the race.
He looked some discomfort though, Phil, when he got up.
Yeah, I think he rung his bell a little bit or took a bit of a digger. Liam Garland there in 12th on the Garland Motorsports KTM, the veteran, having a good run as well. But this is a brilliant battle at the front. Askew is 2.5 seconds away at the front at the minute from Ben Musto, with Searle 2.5 seconds behind him and Heyman 2.5 seconds behind him. So we're concentrating on this absolute drag-out battle between all the rest of them that are there battling for this 7th, 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th.
Well, it hangs in the balance right now, definitely, because, again, there's going to have to be moves to be made. There's not going to have to be, but Charlie Heyman, as Phil's pointed out, if he can get past Searle, that's going to give him the nod on the overall and extend his championship even further. But, of course, even if he does get Searle, if Musto then does make a move on Askew, it makes no odds, because, he's going to win it. Musto would win it with a 2-1.
Phoenix Tool's
and
fastest.
He's getting closer.
Yeah, Phoenix Tool's fastest lap of the race is, I think, Billy Askew so far in this restart. So we'll give him the nod for our Phoenix Tool's fastest lap. Not forget Phoenix Tool's then local tool supplier down here in the West Country. I was on their website the other day looking for building materials.
Yeah, good stuff. I'm just wondering what the pit crew for Musto will do here and what advice they give him. Obviously, if he's feeling good, because out right now he's in the driving seat with a 2-2, but he is starting to close in on Askew, and obviously if you go for the race win and get it done, that's just a clincher no matter what happens. You're in control of your own destiny then, and he is definitely caught the leader this lap around. Let's see the times. They're crossing the finish line now. It was 2.4. I guess it's down under 2 seconds now. It must be.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, well, hold on, that's just the times, the lap times they did. Let's get the time. Well, he only took a little bit out of him.
1.1.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, or 2.01. So, so it's a little bit, but it's enough, and it's going in the right direction.
Yeah, he is starting to get amp it up. Oh, yeah, he's taking chunks out of Askew now in this first quarter of this lap.
Yeah.
So the battle is on at the front. They are starting to drop Searle and Heyman.
Yeah.
as they go weave their way up Landrake Hill. They're going to be right up the top of Landrake. They'll be launched off Landrake anytime soon, up past the Cornish flag flying high and proud.
There it is. There's Billy Askew right on cue, and there's Ben Mustoe, the man from Cheltenham, closing in as he did in the first of our runs of this race earlier on this afternoon, before it was red flagged in the interest of safety. And Askew he's riding a good race though, Jeff, and he
is, yeah.
You know, he's again another rider, young rider early on in his career, and here he is leading a really, really good MX2 field. And there's Mustoe in the background. We nearly saw Askew have a massive one down there in race one, where he got the back wheel the wrong side of the bank on that drop off, and he did so well to save it. I think it was more luck than judgment, to be honest. It was momentum and fitness that held on for him.
Well, it always gets a nasty little kicker off that jump. It always has done for as long as I've been coming here. And the guys are trying to now just go to the outside of it to good effect. But yeah, if you hit that wrong, it's a naughty one.
How hard does Billy Askew try to retain this win? He needs 2 motos. A 6-1 or 6-2, as it may turn out to be, is a decent day at the office. And this was where Mustoe made the pass on Tommy last time. Not going to be on this time because he's taken the wider line. But
it's not 2 seconds.
Yeah, 6-2 would be a nice consistent day. I'm not sure that it's going to get him on the podium in third. It won't, because I think Tommy will be third with 2/3.
Well, he's taken a second out of him there, that field.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't need to tell you that though, because you can visibly see it. This will be the deal clincher if he goes into the lead. It doesn't matter what Heyman does behind him then.
That bit of the track, they all look so slow round there, but it's really tricky. It's rotted out.
It is one of the longest. It just, that corner goes from when you land off that uphill tabletop. That corner just goes on and on and on all the way round to the first. The first.
It's 4 corners in one.
It is effectively.
But here comes Mustoe then, closing in at rate. Now, a bit of a mistake there, a bit of a bounce from Askew.
Well, they've dropped the battle for third and fourth. That's a big old gap now. I can't see with 2 to go that any change there. So it will all hinge. If Heyman is still 2 seconds behind Searle, Heyman at this point needs to overtake Tommy Searle to win the overall.
But does a man with a potentially 46-point championship lead need to risk anything, Jeff? I would say no. Neil Prince will have whispered his ear, mate, with 40-odd points up, don't do anything daft.
Yeah.
Because, let's be honest, yes, it'd be nice to take the overall and you take the wins when you can, but if he's not quite feeling it and he hasn't quite got the speed, the risk, especially around somewhere like this where you only need to be a little bit out of shape to end up on the ground, and we've seen that already today, he just needs to concentrate on what he's doing.
I mean, effectively, if it stays as it is, he's going to be giving up, I think, 1 point to Ben Mustoe.
Well, he's going to be giving up to a point to Ben Mustoe, and his nearest challenger is Guillaume Dunson.
So that's what I mean. So he's still pulling away from
his championship
Dunson.
lead.
The only person that's going to gain any points on him is Ben Mustoe, and he's only going to gain 1 point.
Yeah, well, Mustoe's 41 adrift in the standings.
There you go.
It's well, it doesn't bear taking risk for.
Oh, nearly, and that just goes to show, you know, this track can reach up and grab you. Those ruts literally can be like glue and just pull you down to the ground. A good race from Askew. A race win will do his confidence a power of good. He knows he's capable of it. Everybody in this paddock and in British Motocross knows he's capable of it in this class, but he's got to start, pegging it back and doing it on a regular basis.
So Mustoe, the tight line into the waves. I'm going to get to...
That's a much better line.
Oh, here they are. They're going to catch it. Slower rider down the hill. I did see a blue flag, I think. Mustoe makes a nice pass. He's just there sitting, waiting now. The AC United Gas rider closing in. That's a nice line up there. Finds a nice bit of smooth track. So Coleman now up to 5th, and he's a long way adrift of Heyman, but Heyman 4 seconds back from
lovely.
Tommy Searle.
Now this is where he has been quick. He's changed his line there, Mustoe. He's been coming down, as you look at the hill from the bottom up, he's been coming down on the left. So he's mixing it up, he's trying to, and that's a good thing as well. You don't want to follow at the same time. You want to make the rider ahead think a little bit of where the other rider behind you is on track. Just trying to get in Billy's head a little bit here, I should imagine.
It's going to be 2 to go next time around, Jeff, because the clock's just gone to 0. So we're forgetting this is a short race and it's almost over. And Billy Askew is, I wouldn't say he's hanging on at the front because that does him an injustice. He's riding a good race. Musto was absolutely flying here last year, and Billy is doing good things.
I think, Phil, this has turned into a pride thing. I mean, Ben must know at this point. He must know that he's got the overall.
Oh, that was
lovely.
That was lovely. Back round the outside, pulls up and takes a roll off.
Well, that's the definite clincher.
That's it then. So Musto.
Oh, every time he's got confidence in his front wheel
tire
through there. He just lets it slide until it hits that little wall of dirt. I mean, so that is confidence.
2-lap board goes out then this time by. It says last lap there on the thing, but it is actually 2 laps. There we go. Cheers, guys. So 2 laps to go. Is Askew going to come back and have a go? Is he going to want to put one across the man on the gas? I think that, it looks like it, Jeff. He looks like he's not giving it up. We've got to stay with this one.
I mean, a race win. I mean, Billy really wants one. Obviously, he's had them before, but, he wants to pick one. Look at Searle is closing in on the pair of them.
He is, isn't he? Heyman's 9 seconds away. He's done, so he's not going to figure in this one at all.
Bigger picture going on in his head.
Yeah. Look, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. He's going to take the points. He's near his championship contender is not having the best of days, stuck down there, 24 seconds adrift in 9th. Looks like we lost. Who did we lose out of there? Cormac? No, it hasn't. Coleman's motored on in front of Doomson. That's what's happened. So nice. That corner looks so easy to get wrong.
I'm glad you added the get wrong bit on it, because literally I thought you was going to stop at that corner looked so easy, and I was going to give you a dry slap for saying that.
I know something that I would fall off at for fun when I see it, and that is it. Nice there from Musto. He's finding all the grit. Here's Tommy Searle in the background.
He is.
Is Tommy Searle going to try and mug his teammate?
His younger teammate.
Yeah. And go 2-3.
Yeah, he is. I tell you what a career. I mean, we all wished and hoped, and Tommy no more than himself wished he'd actually won a world title, but what he has delivered for British Motocross, he has been our standout rider, obviously, of the last decade or more.
It isn't going to make a lot of difference to Tommy if he passes Billy in this one, I don't think. He will still end up third on the podium, because I'm still seeing that 43 points is going to be what Heyman is going to have, and Tommy with a 3-3 is going to be with a 2-3 will be on 42. But you never know what's going to happen. Last lap board is out then for our race leader, Ben Musto, on the AC United gas. There is Askew in second, and Tommy Searle closing in. And the fact that he's caught these guys means that whatever issue he's got with his arm, he's not plaguing him quite as badly in this race as it did in Moto 1, Jeff. I
will say this, he said it is my right arm. Maybe his right arm's gone so numb he doesn't even know he's holding the bike flat out. So maybe it's a good thing, because he's twisted it more than what he probably normally would. I don't know, but what an amazing ride, still showing that he's got the fitness to push on. And even with those tribulations, he has genuinely got, and Tommy's not one to stand there and make any kind of excuse.
No.
Clearly he's having this real issue with his right arm, lack of feeling in it. It goes numb throughout the race, but it's not holding him back. He's right on Askew. Now, this might have implications on the overall result, because obviously if he goes past Askew, then he'll probably pick Heyman off for second overall.
I don't think so, that's what I'm saying.
Even if he gets it.
He's 42, I think he's 42 if he passes him, and that's still only going to be good enough for third overall.
I heard you earlier on.
Mate, my maths have been known to be wrong. But so there's the race leader then. Askew still there, but not close enough. That 1-6 will be good enough for fourth overall behind his teammate Tommy Searle. So Musto will be screaming at this Honda rider just to give him a little bit of track. He looks over his shoulder and then pulls over, and Musto fires by. Askew's not done, Jeff.
He's not, but Ben had that. He's going to use the same line. Oh, no, didn't quite nail it, though.
Tommy's done. Tommy's not going to get past him.
No.
Up the start straight for the final time then. It's going to be a couple of 3 corners and a couple of jumps. And Ben Musto is going to get redemption, or is he going to get redemption for last year? Askew's still there, but Musto lands it off the jump. He's got one turn to do, and he's going to come over the tabletop, and he's going to take victory and the overall redemption.